our best minds, our best funds, our best scientists, our best everything that we had, our best technology. Could the military-industrial complex was in control before and wants to continue to be in control? The military-industrial complex believed that the reforms will not be initiated, but the people thought differently. The reforms happened. For 10 years, there were Geneva peace talks on defensive strategic weapons. How can we live with such a huge defense sector, which eats up all the juices of this economy? It must be dismantled. But this does not mean that we do not understand national security, that we don't understand the armed forces, we don't know what strategy is. We understand, and the whole world understands. And the world wants us to be strong, to be a pillar of this world system, which is undergoing deep, profound changes. Yeltsin started a 3-day visit to Germany. This is his first visit abroad as president of Russia. Yeltsin is pleased that his first visit after being chosen president and after the coup, he's pleased that his first visit is to Germany. This is no accident. Germany, due to its proximity, size, and economic power, influences Soviet development and reform. Germany is the largest creditor and business partner of the Soviet Union. Yeltsin was told that he can expect aid from Germany, both from the government and from all political parties of Germany. At the military airport Kiribati, Yeltsin was met by cabinet ministers and the German ambassador from Moscow and other official persons. He was surrounded by journalists. Yeltsin declared that this is the start of fruitful cooperation between a new Germany and a new Russia. In Bonn, the main ceremonies took place next to the Chancellor's headquarters. This visit is officially seen by German protocol as a working visit of a head of state. This entails an honor guard, the raising of the Russian flag, the playing of the Russian national anthem. Kohl believes, along with numerous other German officials, that the Russian people should not associate democracy with hunger. There is no doubt that Germany will help this winter, but the Germans see this as a multinational effort from the side of all Western nations, and Bonn will actively participate in these efforts. After the official talks, at Konrad Adenauer's desk, Yeltsin signed a joint Russian-German declaration declaring the spheres of cooperation, including transportation, agriculture, consumer products production, oil, gas production. There's much interest in Germany about the fate of Erich Honecker and other Germans in Soviet Union. Yeltsin is declaring that Honecker's stay in Russia is illegal. It's illegal by the criminal code of Russia, and Russia will fulfill its part, and Honecker will not stay on Russian territory. The first hours in Germany were rich in results. Yeltsin met the main players of the Bonn political scene. In the next couple of days, Yeltsin will meet numerous other politicians and political leaders of the richest and most developed European community nation. The G7 delegation and officials from the sovereign republics concluded their meeting today in Moscow with the signing of a joint communique. The documents declares that the 12 sovereign republics within 10 days will divide the debt of the former Soviet Union. It also has been decided to create an interstate committee for debt servicing control. The G7 officials agreed to defer payments on short and mid-term obligations, debts totaling $3.6 billion. 9 Soviet republics confirmed joint debt responsibility. The Ukraine promised to join this agreement in 10 days when the debt will be divided up. Uzbekistan promised only to pay, to be responsible for its share of the debt. The Georgian representative needed to confer with republic authorities.
Не успели озвучать в России в целом положительные отклики на пакет экономических указов президента России, как в парламенте послышались вопросы.
The Russian parliament has raised questions about certain parts of Yeltsin's economic program, particularly about the control of the Gosbank, the state bank. This issue will be reviewed at tomorrow's session of the Russian parliament. The decree on the liberalization of foreign economic activity, however, is already changing our lives. Tickets abroad have been sold out till year's end. And starting January 1st, there will be a temporary stop of ticket sales for international trains. Signed selling train tickets, and such signs are found all around the Intourist hotel, which houses the Central Rail Agency. This is the only place where Soviets can buy tickets abroad. However, train tickets will soon be sold for hard currency, or for rubles at the exchange rate of 75 to 1. Just pay for hard currency, I was told. As a result, our ticket to Paris costs 27,000 rubles. Can we expect better service? No. Not better service, because these funds will be used to pay off debt to foreign companies, which can grow up to $150 million by year's end. And if the debts are not paid off, prices will be increased even further. There were problems after the decree on foreign economic activity liberalization. These are understandable. Will the government benefit from these changes? The ministry is trying to balance its budget. This is the deputy chief of the amalgamation. No subsidies will be provided to the railways and to Airflot. And if today's calculations for imported goods are made at the commercial rate of exchange, $1 to 1 ruble 80 kopecks, then with the introduction of a free market rate of exchange, then the correlation, the rate of exchange, well, I can't really say. It will be based on supply and demand. Will it be 75 rubles to $1? Well, 75 to 1, that's the fund market price. But the latest market price is 110 to $1. It might be 75 rubles, 500 rubles, or 20 rubles to $1. It all depends on supply and demand. With the ruble losing its worth, imports will decrease since prices will become very high. Where and what price will hard currency be purchased at is not known right now. The introduction of market prices for hard currency, there is no mechanism for the realization of these decrees. Seems a new wave of strikes have started. Ufa and Donetsk have been affected. The Donbass is suffering from energy shortages. 30 enterprises are forced to take daily breaks in their production due to energy shortages. The Donbass Energy Company estimates that the energy crisis has been created by delivery shortfalls of coal and crude oil. The strike is very large and very organized. Approximately 10,000 drivers are participating. The stated reason is the Ukrainian Supreme Soviet's decree on increasing legal responsibility for road traffic violations. The strikers demand, and also the decree demands, that only technically or properly working vehicles be allowed on the road. And a violation translation of this article will carry with it big fines, but that means that all the cars must be taken off the road because the drivers do not have enough spare parts to fix them, have them working properly. Also, there's not enough gasoline for the drivers to work as they would like to. The drivers have very low salaries and they lack housing and would like their wages to be indexed to inflation on consumer goods. They threaten with more strikes if their demands are not met by the Supreme Soviet. This is in Ufa, city of Ufa. The third day, the schools in the October region of Ufa are not working. These striking teachers are supported by neighboring neighborhoods, and they're picketing the city Soviet of Ufa. They want wage hikes by several times. The chairman of the Supreme Soviet of Bashkiristan, Nakimov, talked to these striking teachers for a couple of hours. The chairman of the Supreme Soviet